Hello and welcome to 15 Minute Gamer. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos, and for as little as 99 pence you can now join. Just click the join button above. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Tony. Welcome to the channel, and today's video is a beginner's tutorial for Invictus Launch Week over on Star Citizen, sometimes called Free Flight Week. And this is a beginner's tutorial, so what I'm going to do is take you through how you enlist, referrals code, what do you do once you're in there, how do you get there, how do you fly, how do you use the game, how do you play the game, all the buttons, well, most of the buttons, and stuff like that. So it's really going to be bringing it back and just showing you how to get involved with the game. For those who don't know, Invictus Launch Week is a free week. You can play the game for free. You don't have to buy it, you just have to have an account. Usually you have to buy a starter package and ships, and for those who don't know, the ships can range from like the packages of $45 all the way up to hundreds of dollars for different ships, and this will give you the opportunity to play the game for free, see if you like it, join in the fun, watch the flight demonstrations and get involved, and I think it's going to be loads of fun. So without further ado, let's crack into it. So as I said, we're starting right at the beginning here. So we're going to go to robertspaceindustries.com/enlist. You can click the link below. And all you got to do is create a login ID, password, confirm password, email address, confirm email address, your birth date, your handle, your stuff, your referral code. This referral code I will put up somewhere on the screen now. Look at that, editing. Hopefully, anyway. And if you do that, basically, I get something, you get something. You get 5,000 credits, which, trust me, in this game isn't too bad, actually. Put your security in, get on, and once you've done that, you'll be able to start taking part in Invictus Flight Week. That is how you enlist. Pretty straightforward. I'm sure all of you have filled something like that in before. Next up, we're going to look at the pledge store. So normally what you have to do is buy the game before you can try it, and as you can see, this is how you buy it. So you can have a $45 is the lowest, and what that gives you is the Mustang, which is that ship up there. You get a self-land hangar, you get starting money of 1,000 UECC, 5,000, how much would that help you? 3-month insurance and Star Citizen digital download. Next one, you could go up to this one. So if we click on this one gives you access to Squadron 42. Squadron 42 is going to be the single player experience. It is coming out at some point. Nobody knows when, but it's got a whole host of stars and it looks amazing. So you can see there you get all that involved. $150. It keeps going up. Trust me, it keeps going up. Start money 5,000 UC. You get some extra hangers. You get Star Citizen digital download, 6 months insurance, digital Starmap, and it goes up and up and up and up. So I mean, if we just continue, $1,320, and you get for that one, you get that ship, that thing, and that thing. You also get that. You get Squadron 42. You get 20,000 starting money. So you can see how it goes from like $45, which isn't that bad, to a massive amount of money. A huge amount. And all these have different packages in this. You can upgrade the ship. So if you buy the basic package, so for $45 and you're like, actually I quite like, or $54 in this case, I quite like that ship, but I fancy upgrading, you can actually upgrade that one to something else. So I upgraded to the Freelancer. So I didn't have to pay the full $150. It was actually a lot cheaper than that. I've had this game since like 2014 or something, so I've had it quite a while. And as I say, if you want to use my referral code, just put it in, click the link below, and you can get an extra $5,000 to play with. So I think it's probably worth it. And then I just get a little thing in the community to say that I recruited someone. But anyway, that's how you get involved. That's how you enlist. And now you'll download the program, install the game. As you know, I'm not going to show you how to do that. I'm sure you know how to do that. And next time you see me, we'll be inside the game. And now we're inside the game. I am using what's called the PTU, which is the Public Test Universe. So this is kind of linked to the main game, but you're like one step ahead, kind of. And it's where they do testing and patch updates on here first before releasing it to the public. So you can look at new features. You got to pay a monthly fee for it. And it gives you other things like you get a free ship once a month. You get to try new things. You get discounts, that sort of thing. It's about $12 a month for the basic package and $20 for the more advanced package. Like the more advanced package, you get like free tickets to the events and stuff like that. But once you're in, you've got 3 options. You've got the universe, you've got Star Marine, and Arena Commander. Universe is kind of what you're going to be concentrating on. However, Star Marine is for some FPS action if you want to get used to that. So this is a bit of a place where they're testing. You can do it on a normal account. You don't need the PTU just to see what the game's like. And Arena Commander is, as you can imagine, it's basically an arena. And you got ships and you fight each other. There's also another mode coming, which is interesting, which I think might be out this patch. I'm not too sure. Maybe not. So once you click on universe, you'll have to come into your character creation. Character creation is a little bit in depth, I guess. I tend, because this game resets quite a lot, just to select anything. So male or female, gonna click male. You can cycle through sources. This is kind of your beginning of what your character is going to look like. So I think we'll go with that guy. Click begin blending. You can change skin tones. You can click on nose and then like have a look around and cycle different things, and you can do hair. You can have Mohicans. You can have cool hair like that. You can have like that hair. You can have that hair if you want to, or that hair. I usually just go bald because I'm thinning anyway. I usually just go for something like that. So like eyes, you can click on there, change color. See there, the eyes are changing color. I think we'll go for a nice. Yeah, that'll do. That will do fine. Let's save that. Once you're in, you'll get a couple of options on here. These are the hangers. So I have all the hangers on mine because I've had this game for ages, but you might only have 1 or 2. These are where you can have a look at your ship, that sort of thing. Stanton system is what you want to be clicking on. Click on Stanton system. It'll tell you a little bit of information about it. So you can see there, shopping and trade opportunities throughout the system, all the areas you can go to, and whatever. Click visit location. You might have an option on there. Well, in fact, you will have an option when you first start on there. Area 18 is where the events are taking place. You have about 4 or 5 different options, and it's where you can spawn. You only get the option once you've spawned somewhere. It's wherever you log out. So whichever station you're at beside when you get killed or logged out of the game, it's going to put you there. When you first start off, though, you'll be able to select 1 of 4 different places. So there's like New Babbage, there's there, Port Ocelot. That thing in the background here is Port. I think it's pronounced Ocelot. It's one of my favorite places actually because it's quite easy to navigate around. You're not spending a lot of time. A lot of the other places like New Babbage and stuff, you're kind of very limited to trams and stuff. So like to get from one end and the other, it can take quite a long time. Whereas Port Ocelot, you kind of just land and then run in and then run out again. So you can do everything kind of quick. It's also where I do my start and run for money as well. Which I'll probably do a video on soon. I'm currently just trying all the different methods out of making money. So I've tried cargo hauling. Game. Thank you. Right, so when you wake up anywhere, you will wake up in a bed. All you have to do is press Y and the character will get out of the bed. It doesn't matter where you are, you'll always wake up in some sort of bed, and it'll have some sort of kitchen. Some are smaller. There's nothing you can do. There's a few things you can interact with. If you want to have a look at what you can interact with, just press the F key. So if we walk over to here, open that, you see there, it's a little thing. Who knows what it is? Storage, maybe. You can't really interact with too much else in here. You don't like put clothes and cosmetics on in here. You do that from other parts of the game. You might see on the left hand side of the screen we have some text going down. If I press enter, I can write in there as well. I'm not going to write anything. But you can ask questions on there. Mostly people are nice. But sometimes it can get a little bit annoying and people argue and stuff like that. And you're like, just get over yourselves, man. Just get over yourselves. It's a game. But you'll usually see people going, I need a lift here, or I want to do this mission. Do you fancy teaming up? That sort of thing. Rest of the HUD's pretty minimalistic. You don't have to worry about too much else. Infantry is I. So I should have, in fact, no, I haven't because it's the PTU. But you can keep like drinks and stuff in there. The other buttons you want to be aware of is F1. Brings up your Moby Glass, which gives you your name, your account balance, your vitals, atmosphere, suit status. And here's where you act things. So if you want to look at comms link, in here you can see the chat. You can message friends and stuff like that. F2 is the star map. So you can see I'm at Ark Corp at the moment, which is exactly where I want to be, in fact. And these are all the things you can visit as well. So there's a planet there, planet there, planet there, planet there. So there's a couple of planets you can visit. Some of these have space stations in. Also, random planets will be moons. So if I just look at Ark Corp, you can see Lyria and Walla around here. And also, if I zoom in a little bit more, keep zooming in, there's also other things you can see. So these are all the things you can... So there's area 4, 6, 18. 18's kind of where you're at. And there's also a space station called... Zoom back in. Game. Don't mess with me. You can see there's the space station. There's called Bajani Point, which is where we're going to fly to, in fact, when we get there. So that's F2. F1, F2 is the things you need to think of. So to get out, just press F, and the door will open. It doesn't matter where you are. When you leave your thing, you'll be in a little habitat module. Usually there'll be a couple of rooms, and what you're looking for is the elevator. That's apart from Port Oslo, where you'll just walk in. So look for the elevator. You'll usually find it hidden somewhere like there or there, or in this case, it's here. Hold F over the button, press call elevator, like so, and the elevator will come up eventually. Sometimes it takes ages, sometimes really quick. It depends what mood. We're on level 1, so it shouldn't take too long. Elevator, yeah. Then once you're in, look for the button panel. And we want to go to ground floor. Usually it's going to be ground floor, lobby, something like that. It won't have a floor number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'll say ground floor or whatever. And once you're in ground floor, you'll usually find a way out. Now, there's certain things going to be around. Press F and it'll show you what you interact with. So you can see, can't interact with that. These are pickup and machines, so sometimes you can do, well, in fact, all the time you can do box carriers, which I'm going to go through in a minute, and move stuff around. So if you spawn an area, and this is where you spawn, you come down, come into here, down here. This is a fine, so if you do something naughty, you'll have to pay on there. Come down here, and you're straight into the world. Now, the game doesn't give you guidance of where to go or anything like that. And in fact, I'm going to turn that down a little bit because I think it's probably going to start drowning me out because it is very loud. You'll see vendors and stuff lying around. So on here, the game has introduced food and water. So you've got to look after your food and water. So on here, you can get some burritos, some of that. So if I just want to buy that, give me one of your finest waters, my friends, and I can pick up a water and drink it if I want to. But I'm just going to store it. Down there is where you get all your guns. So if I run down here and go and get all my guns, I would recommend getting the gun. I usually just get the basic gun. I have that one there. There's all the attachments you can get for it, so you can buy it from there. Or anywhere, if you can see a terminal like this, click on there and you can also use it. So you hold F, you'll be able to interact with it. Click your mouse button, go in, and you can look through there. So you can be like, yeah, I want to buy that. Click on it, click buy, that's yours. I'm not going to buy it in this universe because it doesn't carry over to the normal game, so it is pointless. So I like the way it does that. So what you can do is you can look, so you can see it's like a proper shop, so you can be like, ooh, that armor looks nice, I want that. F over it and you can try it or buy it. And I think that's really good. This is something you'll definitely want, which we're going to cover in a later video, is the miner. So you can look at all these guns, you can look over there. So there's a lot to see and do. That over there is a clothes shop, so you can buy clothes from inside there. And you can get a bit lost inside here, but what you want to look for is once you come out of the habitats, look for Ark Corp Plaza. So we're just going to follow this sign. We'll just move with W, S, and D. Lots of people will be in T poses because this is the PTU. So it's going to happen. And then you want to make your way into the main plaza. You'll probably go, wow. Isn't that cool? And yes, it looks pretty cool. This game looks amazing. And what you do is just making your way down here to the medical thing. You hang the left. You're going into a city flight, which is the transit system here. You're walking in here. You don't have to buy a ticket or anything. It's not that advanced. And what you're looking for is this. The convention center. That's important to look for. So looking for the convention center, walking through here. Through Invictus Launch Week with all the nice little pictures and stuff. And we're going to go here and wait for the tram. So the tram is going to be here in 18 seconds. Ooh, where's the tram coming from? There it is. Isn't that cool? I love the transport in this game. It is a bit, I don't know, some people say it's a bit time wasty, as in it's just trying to waste your time. But I think it just adds to the overall ambience of the thing. So you're going to jump on the tram, or walk. The tram will depart and take you where you need to go. So we're going to stand at the front for a nice little view. Hopefully no one else gets in this. This is an open universe, so there will be other players. Tend to see them in space, so you don't tend to see them on the ground. So I wouldn't worry too much. Oh, we're at the back. Front. We're at the front. So this little thing's going to take us all the way to the convention center. Through the buildings. So cool, isn't it? The game is... the worlds are just huge. And bearing in mind, you can fly... Not kind of through it, but you can kind of fly around it. So what they've shown already... There's a player ship there, I think. Just parked it. Probably trying to get a sneaky look at the convention center. And here's the convention center. So we're going to be going in. We're going to be landing in here. Watch out for that tram. There could be other players on that tram. We'll see when we get off. Might be nice to say hello for that. Hopefully don't try and speak because I don't know how VoIP works at the moment. I haven't, mine doesn't work. And here we are leading up into the area. So it's just going to nicely land us. So you can see they're going in at the exact same time. Fortunately, there is 2 trams there. So that's going to be fun and clippy. Everyone's T-posing. I mean, that could be a player. Could be a player. Could be an NPC. So once you arrive at the Invictus Hall, you'll come into here. You don't have to buy a ticket. It's nice to have a ticket office there. You'll come down here. You can buy some more food and drink if you want from that store. Through here. And then there you go, you're in the thing. And there's going to be t-shirts to buy. So all the manufacturers have their own t-shirts. So if you have a favorite manufacturer, you've got nice little displays you can have a look at. You've got up here, nice little models, this thing. And just look how good that looks. Like, you literally just can't get better graphics than that, can you? Just looks incredible. I'm just doing that for a screenshot. Because I don't have a screenshot. Get back in character, dude. And all you do is walk in here, and you'll be presented with all the ships, and you'll be able to test fly them, move them around, and stuff like that. So, how do you fly? Is obviously the next question you've got. So what we're going to do is head back to the spaceport. So I'm going to head this way, and I'm going to jump in the next metro that arrives, which is arriving in 9 seconds, and we're going to head back to the spaceport. Here he is. Oh, someone on that one. Don't know if it's computer or human. Don't know. I think it's a normal player because he's wearing Invictus gear. I don't think he's quite realised it's time to get off though. Unless he's just travelling around for days on end. So we're going to head back over here, and I'm going to show you how you take off and move and stuff like that. So while this is going, we'll just have a quick look at F1 again. And we'll cover some more of the things in here. So in here is Vehicle Loadout Manager. So what you can do in here is select your ship. So whichever ship you want to have a look at. We'll cover that a bit more in a second. Equipment Manager. In there, you can equip your things. And what you do is when you have something, click on it. And just click Equip. And it'll equip it. Just remember though, you don't click out. You got to click Save Changes and Equip before you can go out of it. So if you had extra weapons, click on there. Select them. Armor. Select them on there. The rest of this, the other one you want to kind of be looking at is the Contracts Manager. This is where you get all your jobs. And when we're flying, I'll cover that. Again, because I think we're going towards... Yeah, we're beside Area 18 now. Should just be up here. And then when I'm flying, I'll cover the rest of them buttons. And we're going to jump off here. And we're going to get into a spaceship. And I'm going to show you how to fly. This could be fun. Oh, no, it's alright. I thought we were going to clip through that. That's alright. Bear in mind, this is the test universe, so there is things that are I mean, not like the normal game isn't broken. The amount of times it crashes is insane. I lose progress all the time. So we're going to go to here, and we're going to come out of here, and I want to catch the tram to the next stop. There might be quick. I don't think there's a quicker way out of here. So come back into here. You're just back into the center here. So you can rent ships as well. So you don't have to buy ships. I mean, when you play the game normally, you can rent them. All you do is come to the vehicle rentals, click on there, and you can see all the ships here. So you can rent any of these things. So you can see there's quite a few to choose from. All you do is select how long you want to rent it for, and then rent ship, and you get that in-game time. Bearing in mind, though, it is in-game time, and it doesn't stop when you're not online. So if you rent something for a day, you've got it for a day. Right, we're going to go to the vehicle retrieval console. We're going to pick a ship. Now, because it is in the PTU, they've given you some more ships to play around. So I think we're going to get the Drake. That sounds good. We'll get the Drake Cutlass Black. Let's retrieve it. Once you click retrieve, it'll tell you what landing pad to go to. So it's going to go to hangar 3. So what you do is you head and find the hangar elevators, walk up, and we're going to number 3. So we're just going to head down here, click on here, call the elevator again. You got to remember what one it's on, because it won't tell you again, otherwise you got to run all the way back. So you can see on there we could buy more food and stuff like that, but we're just waiting for the lift. There we go. And we're going to go down to hangar 3, which is right at the top of there. And now we're going to look at how the ships work as well. So this is flying. See there, Drake Cutlass Black, which is a new ship. Look at how evil that looks. I've got the Drake Cutlass Red at the moment through the thing. But there you go. So there's the ship we're going to be flying. And that's what I love about this game, is the fact that the ships, you get real scale of them. Unlike Elite Dangerous, where you kind of like, well, because you are the ship, you don't like walk around. And what you need to do to find out how to get into a ship is if you press F over, hold F, it'll show you what places to get into. So you can see there, so I could open that door. And you can see that's a big like cargo hold up there. Obviously we can't get in there. So what we're going to do to get in is go around the back. So there's usually 2 ways in most ships, is around the back or at the front. You'll have some sort of ladder system. But again, if you just kind of like hold the F key and look around, it'll tell you how to get in. Some ships you enter via the bottom, and there'll be a lift. Again, just go on the button and have a look. It's going to be one of these places. Now when we get in, we can close the door by holding F and looking at it again, or we can use this little panel here. So let's go in here and let's close the door. Like so. I'm going to walk through here. Some doors like that will just open automatically, whereas some you'll have to like hold F on them as well. And we're going to go into the seat, and you hold F again and enter pilot seat. Now once you've entered the pilot seat, what you need to do is you need to press R. That'll start up your ship. You can press F and have a look around and zoom in with the mouse wheel. So all these are like, you can play with them, there's stuff on them, and weapons and targets and communications and stuff like that. Before you take off, what you got to do is press F1, go to comms, go to friends, and press Area 18 Landing Services. That will open up the hangars for you to get out. Now, before we move anywhere, F4 is external view. Press Z to move around. So once you press Z, you can move the mouse. Just remember though, press Z again, otherwise when you get into flying, there's going to be a problem. To lift off, press space. I'm going to do it from inside, just so I can keep an eye on the artificial horizon. And we're just going to keep pressing space slowly. We're not going to go up very fast. Just in case, because I don't want to hit anything on my way out. If I'm unsure, obviously just press Z, have a look around. No, it all looks good to me. Press Z again. And we're just going to level up and go up in the sky. Always recommend going up a little bit before you start playing around. Right, and now we're in the sky. The HUD work, well, how flight controls work. On the left hand side, can you see where the 0 is? There's F99%, and there's a bar moving up and down. That is how fast you're willing to go. So if I set this quite low and press W, the ship will go no faster than where I set. It's kind of like cruise control. Whereas if I move that up, it'll go to that maximum speed. If I press C, it will then automatically accelerate in that direction for that long. Around the world, you're going to see things. Red means bad. That means they're a criminal. So I don't want to fly towards him. Green means neutral. Don't hit the ground or anything like that. Don't crash into a building because you're going to look stupid. Q and E will rotate you. It's like on your axis. We'll just move this back to there. So Q and E kind of goes like that. E and D is let's straighten off a little bit. Let's not go any speed. So I should slow down nicely now. A and D, kind of like a strafe. You'll strafe ever so slowly. W moves forward. S is back. And it's just like first person controls, really. Mouse is to steer. Once you're inside, you have certain options. Press F2. Brings up your star map, like we looked at before. I said we're going to move to Ben Johnny Point. So I'm going to click on it and click Set Route. And what you'll see is a route will go in like that. Clear route if you want to re-thing it. If you want to go even further afield, just zoom out, click there, click Set Route, and you'll see the line go solid. That means you go in there, and that will set that up. First off, though, we're going to clear the route. Clear route. And we just want to go to Ben Johnny Point. So what we need to do before we can do anything is fly up into space. So what I normally do for this is go to around about 90 degrees, press forward, put the speed right up. So I go about 60 to 70. And we'll just zoom out just so we can see it disappearing. Look how cool that looks. Landing gear up is N. So that puts my landing gear up. Go back in because we're kind of tipping. Press B. B spools up your jump drive. You can only jump once you're out of atmosphere. Now, for some reason, I had this problem on the other ship as well, and I couldn't figure out how to do it because I've only just... This is new. Is the engine stick in that position for some reason? I don't know why. There must be a button to press somewhere. So as you can see, unless I press space, I actually don't go very quick. So we're just going to press space to go up. And we just want to get up into space. Now, every planet's different. Some planets you can be out the atmosphere within like 1,000. Some can, like this one's quite high before you're out of the thing. Armistice Stone that just came up there means you can't fire below that. So it means if you're in the city, you can't fire and be fired upon. So it's a bit of a safe place. Most places have fire zones, but some places don't. And that's where the bad guys hang out as well. So we're just flying up and 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 up. We're currently at 16,000 feet, so that's where we're going to. So what you do to line up your spool, as I said, press B. That'll spool up your jump drive. Some ships are different to other ships. Some ships you have to look at it like that. Some ships like this one, because the cockpit's a bit higher, you might have to do that. Just what you're looking for is that calibration thing at the top. When you're looking at it, press B. Hold B down. Hold B. You'll go into jump mode, which is like this. And now you can see my engines have went proper this time. And we were in the mode there, so... The only thing that's quite annoying, unless if you press B, the waypoints don't come up, so you don't know where anything is. Which I don't know why it does that. So here's Ben Johnny Point here. So we're going to get within about 5,000 kilometers. We're currently 28,000 away. One tip I will give you, don't crash into a space station. It hurts. You'll probably blow up. So we're going to slow down. 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 If you need to slow down quicker, press X on your keyboard. It's like air brakes. But bearing in mind, what can happen if you do that is the engines will overheat and you can explode. So just be very mindful of that. So I'm going to slow all the way down. And just have a look at Ben Johnny Point. Says we could land here. To get permission to land, press the F1 key. Go to your comms. And then friends. And there you go. Just click that. And it'll give you an assigned landing pad. So how an assigned landing pad works is... I'll show you how that works. So click F1. We're going to click on two friends. We're going to click that. And it'll say, please proceed to assign landing bay. What you're looking for once that pops up is a spanner. Now you'll see a little spanner on your hood appear, and that is where you're aiming for. So you can see there's a ship there. That's a green one, so we don't have to worry about that. It's not going to take us out or anything like that. Still not seeing the spanner on yet. Ah, there we go. Just have to get a bit closer. We're going to slow down. We're going to slow down because obviously we don't want to go crashing into the space station. I'd recommend you do this pretty slowly. There's a player ship on that landing pad there. If I wanted to check it out, I press tab, right click, do a ping scan. And it can tell you if they're friendly or not friendly or gonna just absolutely kill you. It's only a little ship by the looks of it. Very little ship. Yeah, they've got a very tiny ship. But we're not gonna land there. We're not gonna land. So what I'm gonna do is spool up the drive. And I'm gonna show you how jumping works from somewhere further away. So we're gonna clear a route to there. And say you want to go and investigate Microtech. So we're going to click on it. Set route. If it works. As I said, this is PT. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's not going to want to, is it? It's not going to want to play. Oh, there we go. There we go, finally. Press B. We're spooled up. And then we have a look for the little arrow on the screen. It's still going to assign us our landing bay. That's obviously our fault. That's where we want to go to, Microtech. Now, things take time in this game. So what you do is, remember, hold B. It'll jump. Boom. And we're away. Now, when you're in the jump thing, you can play around. You don't have to do anything. Nothing's going to happen. You can get, like, kind of knocked out of hyperspace, so it is worthwhile keeping a bit of an eye on it. This journey could take 10 minutes. Easily. Press Y. If you press Y, you can then walk around your ship. Just be careful you don't do that in a single-seat fighter aircraft or something, because the canopy will just open, and, yeah, that won't be good for anyone. So you can walk around when you're in that mode. So you can have a wander around, have a look around your ship, do whatever. I wouldn't open any doors or anything. So yeah, you can wander around and play around. You know, if you had your friends on, you could be chatting to them or seeing how the guns work or anything like that. You can have a bit of fun when you're doing that. And yeah, that's how the game works, basically. There's nothing else to it when you get there. So what I'm going to do is jump back into here. Because that's quite a distance, I think what we're going to do is clear that route. So jump out of hyperspace. Hyperspace, just press B, or quantum travel, just hold B. And we're going to jump out of it, I hope, if it decides to work. And all you do is head to where the planets are. When you get to it, that's just fag space a bomb. I wonder what that's about. So where have we landed? Where about here? So what I'm going to do is, just to show you how things work, we're going to head to there. Head back to Ark Corp. We're going to spool that as soon as it's ready. Now, in between all these things, there's not much going on. I mean, there might be things to find, but I've never really dropped out. I just tend to go to when you go. Woo! Bless me. Oh, pollen camp must be high today. So I was heading back, and I just want to show you how it works once you go somewhere. It would take, as I said, to take 10 minutes to get over there. It's one of the biggest complaints a lot of people have about the game is traveling across the system can take ages. Because while we're going there, we'll talk about missions. So you've got delivery missions, beacons, investigations, bounty hunting, mercenaries. General, these are general missions. You can see how much you're going to get and what you're going to do for it. Personal missions are usually a little bit more dodgy, so there'll be a lot more money, but could have a lot of problems. So yeah, there's sort of things you click on there, and all you do is to accept, click on it, then click accept offer. But just to show you what it is, this one here is some red wind is temporarily staffing up if you're able to run a so they want us to go from there to there. That could be, and that one's not, but one of the ones I was doing was from up here to there. It took about an hour to do 4 drop-offs just to go around. It just took absolutely ages. So it's a good way to make money, but also just bearing in mind it could take a lot of time. So when you get close to a planet, it'll drop you out most of the time. I have flown into a planet before because the game's just been like, nah, we'll not stop that. When you're here, you won't see a single marker. As I said, you got to press B to bring the markers up. When that spools up, you'll see all the markers on the planet that you can go to. Usually. Let's try that again, game. Do you want to do it, or are you just not going to bother? I don't think it should matter that I've got that delivery thing on. Game, if you want to mess up, just mess up. Let's just accept it, and let's abandon that offer. Let's see if that loads up anything. Nope, let's turn the ship off. Let's turn the ship back on. Thank you. No. Anyway, when you press B, normally you would then go on the planet, and you can see all the different places you go to, all the points of interest you can go to. There'll be a major city. A major city has different icon and everything else. You're looking for Area 18 when you get here, and you click on it, and then can't travel into it, and then land, which I can't show you because the game is just like, nah, not gonna do it. But that's basically how you work this game. It's how you fly, how you move, how you get involved, how you play around. And half the fun of this game is treat it as a sandbox and have some fun. Don't take it too seriously. You can't actually go into space as well. So what we're going to do is, just before, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to press Y. I'm going to die heroic death. So... because I don't even know if I have a suit on. So I can... yay, I'm flying like a bird. Yeah, so you can actually fly about in space as well, which is pretty cool. So what it means is if you need to go and capture a ship or kill some pirates, you can actually just line up, jump out, and have some fun. But just look at it. Look at how gorgeous this game is. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope that's been informative, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.